Okay, so yeah, I'd agree. What's something that you guys put on your list?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. As a stress reducer.
Right.
Okay. Is it possible? Yeah, I'd agree. Is it possible that sleep could go over this way? When?
So one thing we wrote down was naps. And so we said a lot of the time when we wake up, we end up feeling groggy, like during the day if you take too long of a nap. But if you get the right amount of sleep, like a good night's rest, I would think that would be in one of the best categories for sure. But
Yeah.
napping in the middle of the day for a long amount of time, I think.
Okay. Let's play with both of those for just a second, because we haven't talked about sleep in here, have we, at all? Have we? How long should it take you to fall asleep?
Couple minutes.
Within 3 or 4 minutes. If we're not falling asleep that quickly, we probably should try to do something so that we can get to sleep more quickly. The guided relaxation exercises, meditation. What else can we do to improve our sleep so that it is restorative as opposed to not restorative? What other things can we do so that we either fall asleep quickly or we sleep deeply?
Regular exercise.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these two go so hand in hand. The better your exercise is, not the more necessarily, but the better your exercise is, the better you'll sleep. And they found that if you exercise appropriately, you'll actually need less sleep. But if you go run marathons, like your dad does he still run? Is he still running any?
Yeah.
He probably needs more sleep after the long races. But regular right amounts of exercise, the 150 minutes a week kind of thing, 30 minutes a day as a minimum, you need less sleep, okay? That's one thing. What else can you do that will improve your sleep?
A dark, cool place.
Yeah, it should, your room should be as dark as possible. In fact, there are some people who are writing about, I'm reading a book right now on sleep that says you should make it so that there's no light. Not even the little red lights. If you've got little red or blue lights around your room, put electrical tape over them. Because your sleeping hormones don't turn on in the presence of any light. Because our ancestors, when they went to sleep, were there lights?
Stars.
There might have been stars, might have been the moon, and that's it. And that's how it should be for us. So you said,
Cool.
and it should be cool. Did our ancestors sleep in heated rooms?
Not unless they were no, they didn't.
Nope, nobody did. There was no such thing as heated rooms unless they had a fire nearby. And it should be as cool as you can tolerate. Okay, what else? There's several other things. Kristen?
Your nutrition, good nutrition.
What do you mean by that?
Like what you eat, if you eat really well or if you eat not so good.
What's-
Drink a lot of water versus not drinking a lot of water.
What's one thing you should for sure avoid, or a couple things you should avoid, especially near sleeping time?
Sugar.
Sugar, should avoid that almost all the time anyway. But what else? Should avoid alcohol, and more than anything else, caffeine. Yeah, if you're a coffee drinker, then don't have caffeinated coffee after about 2 in the afternoon. That's smart. I mean, if you eat coffee, that's up to you. But don't drink caffeinated coffee later in the day. Just bad call, because your body's going to think, man, I got this stimulant going and I'm trying to sleep. Alexis?
I will sometimes plug my phone in, like in a different room.
Yep.
Just use like my alarm clock on my desk to wake up in the morning. But,
Yep.
Like, yeah, just because.
People are writing about this a lot now, and they're saying 30 years from now, they will look back and go, why did you have your Wi-Fi on at night? Because it's the electromagnetic waves, the electromagnetic pulses. you should put your phone, if you're going to have your phone nearby, put it on airplane mode. For sure. Put it on airplane mode. Make it so your house, the Wi-Fi turns off at night. Because you don't need those electromagnetic pulses going through your house, going through your brain while you're asleep. None of our ancestors knew what an electromagnetic pulse was, electromagnetic frequencies, and our body doesn't know how to deal with that.
Wouldn't all your neighbors have to turn off their Wi-Fi as well? Because isn't it just everywhere?
If you live close to people, yeah, you've got that, but it's still kind of a proximity thing. So, I mean, I turn my Wi-Fi off and I make sure all of our phones are on airplane mode.
And then you just reboot your router every morning?
It's just on a timer and it goes on it clicks back on and then it automatically turns on.
I think also when you're talking about that, I'm thinking like blue light. Like they're saying that you should be off of your electronics at a certain time so your
Yeah.
phone can also shut down.
Does everyone hear that? Now they have phones. This is huge. This is not a small thing. The phones and our computers late at night should not let any blue light happening. We should only have the kind of reddish orange light going on. If you think about it, our ancestors, after the sun went down, what was the extent of the light that they probably had? Fire. Think of that color. That's the color. And so now you have on your screens, on your computers, and on your phones, you have all of them that I know of anyway. You can adjust it so that it's not strong blue light. It's not as visible. It's not as easy to read, but you don't have those blue lights. You want blue light first thing in the morning. And you should go outside first thing in the morning. Get as much sun as possible first thing in the morning. In the day, you should have about 15 or 20 minutes of sun hitting as much of your body as possible. But in the nighttime, you don't want any of those sun's blue rays going on. It was you, yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I actually have mine in a quick drop-down menu. So like,
Yeah,
at a certain time, I turn the blue light filter on, and then as soon as I wake up in the morning, I turn it
right.
off. Yeah.
Most computers can do that now. It's really, really important for us if we want deeper sleep. Now, here's an interesting one. Last thing we'll talk about sleep. What's the best position to be in, stomach, side, or back when you're sleeping?
Side is my guess.
You said back, you said side.
So I sleep. However you want, however you sleep, why does it matter?
Well, actually, it does matter. They've done studies to find sleeping on your back is the worst way to sleep. Sleeping on your stomach is middle, and sleeping on your side is the ideal way to sleep. They've done tons of studies on this, and they're saying, yeah, we shouldn't be on our back sleeping.
Why is that?
It has to do with the breathing, because once you're on your back, then you tend to breathe through your mouth, which is not the way we should ever be breathing, unless we're exercising, mostly.